Nine. Nine! Got a coffee. Oh no! Woefully unprepared. Da-na-na. So, yeah, no, definitely not Lake Bodom. Let's go Cemetery Bloom. So, I've heard this is not good. Well, that's cool. Right. What the f... So it explodes if you do that. So what is this then? This fucking sucks, doesn't it? But what is that? You have to land. I'm not in love with this. Level that starts with a block grab sucks ass by definition. So how do I do that then? Another one of those you just gotta know bro moves, like awesome. Oh, fucking awesome. So you just gotta know bro move number 2. So what the fuck is that? Why? Why? Why would you do that unless you were a fucking wanker? Cool. Okay, so that's actually easy and for babies, you just do that, except a little bit better. I have a couple of issues with this, but anyway, whatever. Other people have said that this level sucks, so... Oh my god, jumping up out of water between... gonna be a lot of whinging. this is where I regret not using save states, I think. That's what I was told anyway. Like, this is where I will regret the decision not to use save states. But whatever, this is an exercise in, like, patience, just self-control. Dead. Cool. That's PB. We've already hit a PB. Pretty amazing, isn't it? That's cool. You can take your time. You don't have to rush this. Like, you can develop working strats that are slow, like that, and just do that, and then. I'm not sure about that though. I don't know what the strat is for that. That's pretty much free though, that bit. You can just go super slow there, so I don't really see what the point of that is, but anyway. This is probably a good level. I haven't designed shit or built anything yet, so I cannot talk smack about Invictus. Until I've beaten it, anyway. And build something up. Then I can. Even then. Oh, that was interesting. So what would you do here? I think that. So are we just using pause strats now? Is this the name of the fucking game, is it? What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a boo ring. Gotcha. Well, I didn't fucking know that, did I? Heavy dose of you just gotta know, bro. It's like, I don't know, it's great, Kaizo. It's a way, it's certainly a way that you can make a romhack, but this is just going to be an aggravating grind, isn't it? And that's fine, you know, sometimes that's what things are. Apparently Invictus is this massive fucking mountain that you need to climb over. But once you figure out all the details, it's actually easy. And learn how to execute on those details. It's not just figuring it out, it's actually doing it, but that feels like a much smaller element of it. So you can develop strats that make this much more consistent, but I don't really know what the strat is for this though. I don't have a strat for this, so he's gonna bounce back down and kill me, right? Yeah. So I had nowhere to go then, so that wasn't the. So I doubt I'm even gonna get the checkpoint, but before I have to go for dinner, that is. But I'm just gonna give it a red hot crack, you know. Shit. It is what it is. I wish I could use save states, to be honest, because this isn't the sort of thing that I don't know. Kind of makes me want to play standard Mario instead of Kaizo. You know what I mean? Like, there's a part of me that's like, well, if this is Kaizo, then no thanks. I don't want boo rings and poop. But there's some cool levels coming up, so you just have to endure this one by the looks of it. I mean, this could be cool too. Maybe when I get to the end of it, I'll be like, wow, that was cool. And that's a slim possibility. I'll put an hour into this. See how we go. Like, Bodon was fun compared to this. That's saying something. That was kind of a frustrating level. Certainly had some frustrating aspects that, once you understand them, aren't so bad. So that's gonna go up, down, I don't know. That could have been good. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? The kind of stuff I just don't want to be bothered with. Like, it's just like, yeah, I could learn that, or I could just not and play something else, you know? So how do you get past that? That's the issue I'm having at the moment. Like, it's like, it annoys me having to learn that obstacle. Like, in my brain, I'm just like, well, that just shouldn't exist. You know, that, no one should put that in that ROM hack. Because it's shit. But maybe I'm refusing to see its brilliance or something. Like, so far, like, all this is fine. This thing is a piece of shit. Like, it's just shit. Like, why would you build something like that? I don't see an obvious way through that without like one cycling and, you know, figuring out some random fucking alignment. And, you know, it's like, yeah, awesome. Like, it's just death. There's no way through here. Dead, see? So I'm studying some alignment that works or something. And that deeply offends me, to be honest. More so than any other part of this hack so far. I was warned that Cemetery Bloom wasn't going to be fun. But apparently the hack becomes fun after that, so... I guess I just have to put up with this shit. For however many hours it's gonna take. Nothing new there. Of course it's warming up in here as well. As soon as I turn the fucking mister on and start playing Kaizo, the temperature rises 1,000 fucking degrees. I don't know why. I think it's just my anger boiling up inside, you know.
No. Info. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean,
Thanks, Juz. Why learn the poop when you could just watch Juz show you the poop? I said I wasn't going to use save states. I didn't say I was going to like try and figure out every single bullshit aspect of this ROM hack by myself. There's no point. Especially when that's, to me, the worst aspect of ISO. Is like figuring out what the hell someone wants when it's like really obscure. Boost circles is not really, and boost chains are things that I typically hate. So it's possible that this hack will change that hatred of boost circles and boost chains or trains or whatever they are. Possible. Oh, I didn't get to use what I learned. What a shame. I mean, this first setup's pretty cool, actually. Like, I'm not gonna... But really, the only part that's offended me so far is this. So that would have worked. Right. So what the fuck is the strat there? I guess this is the thing, right? You just learn all of this shit. And it goes on forever, apparently. Well, to be fair, like a lot of people said that this was the hack of the, greatest hack of all time, blah, blah, blah. And obviously people enjoy, figuring out weird timing and setups. Like, perhaps that's what I need to do to make a great ROM hack is, make people figure out weird timing and I guess when, to be fair, it is rewarding. Shit. Don't have chat open. Anthony Kiedis, I don't even know who that is. Whoa, I just missed all the chat. Sorry everyone, I had the wrong screen up. I was just getting angry with this level, yeah, and didn't realize that chat was a thing. Yeah, so I am making pretty good progress through this hack, but yeah, Cemetery Bloom is an acquired taste, it seems. And hi, Bayan and Margan67. Welcome, chatters. I'm used to sitting here by myself, so I didn't have chat open for some reason. I had OBS open, which doesn't show my chat, whatever, and then I had a video open of Invictus because I didn't want to figure out this bit here. Just something I'm gonna have to get used to. Fine. I need to enable timestamping in my chat as well, because I don't know how long ago someone said something, so it's like pretty bad. Well, how long have I been streaming for? 20 minutes. Holy shit. Sorry, everyone. I just got like lost in the Kaizo. Yeah, exactly. Well, it must have been up to 20 minutes ago. That's when I started streaming, but I honestly can't believe I've been ignoring chat for that long. Like that's a record, like not even Juz would do that. I've got to try not to be angry, like, you know what I mean? The important thing is to have fun, you know? This was the plan with Invictus, was to... But this is gonna be the level that tests me, because... I mean, look what I'm dealing with. Like, just that one tile slot to throw the you know, there's just... The way this is designed, you got a block jump there. It's designed to annoy scrubs. And it's doing a wonderful job of that. I'm going to be here for literally hours just because, I don't know, Juz wanted to make this. I think that the double annoyance for me is how everyone says that this is wonderful and the best thing ever and whatever else. But I just don't understand how you can say that about something like this. We've just made a PB. Anyway, g'day Panaha. It's good to see you again. Okay. Well, I'm okay with block jumps. As you can see, that's not the part that's annoying me. It's the boo rings, to be honest. It's all of the little boos. I just don't like the timing of that and the waiting and the, you know. It's enough to make me very, very salty. And it's a very long, apparently, so this is gonna take ages for me. Like, this is me. Whoa, we got a raid.
Tafro just raided with 3 view.
G'day, Tafro. Tafro. How is it going? I can't see your... I'll just have to bring up your channel, I guess. How was your stream? What were you playing? Waterworld. Holy cripes! You've played tons of Kaizo. Wow, that's really cool. Have you played Invictus? Yes, you have. Very, very cool. So you know exactly what I'm in for. You saw someone playing this level and you're like, oh no. It's fun. I'm glad you think it's fun. I think it's fun too. I forget that sometimes. Except maybe the last 2 levels. So this level's fun? You won't be fighting the boss. Well, you know, the boss isn't that bad if you know the strats. It's the same with every level in this hack, isn't it? If you know what to do, it's fine, right? But the problem with this hack, in my opinion, is if you don't know what to do, it's like living in hell. Like nothing works, everything is wrong, you know what I mean? But as soon as you know what all of the strats are, you like this level. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, I've obviously just gotten in here and I've been told that this level is what it is, but the reason I'm going to have a problem with this level is the boo circles, you know, and the waiting and the gaps, kind of stuff. I guess I'll learn it eventually. But yeah, I hope your stream went well. What are you playing at the moment? Waterworld, I saw something, that's what I saw. Yeah, exactly, and timing gaps, you know. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that, guys. Gals, whatever.
Afro just followed.
Yo, again, thanks for the follows. Appreciate that. I'll have to check out, I'll have to do a mutual follow and check out your stream. And I'll give you a shout out as well. I can do it from there. That's pretty cool. There you go. No worries, yeah, that's typically what happens when you raid. I appreciate that. Thanks for the raid anyway, and welcome your viewers. I obviously play Kaizo. I'm not very good at introductions, but we're playing Invictus, so that will do for now. I just play Kaizo, so... yeah, anyway, enjoy your sleep. Thanks for the raid again. And welcome in all if you've got to go off and have dinner and whatever else. I appreciate that. If you want to leave a lurk, that's awesome. You don't have to. Oh man. I'm going to be in this level for a long time, I think. I'll try not to be salty. I'll appreciate that people like this level. And I'll try to be one of those people. I think my favorite level so far was probably 1 by 1. I quite liked the swimming level, to be honest. Like Bodum. But so far this one's giving me cringe vibes. And simply because it's things that I'm bad at, which is timing and boo circles. I'm just so bad. I'll jump into the boo more often than I don't. And those boo lines especially are really problematic for me. Didn't need to do the... Okay. Like, this is the bit where you need to go fast. Fuck! I can get there relatively easily now. Like, I just wanted a taste of this level, really. I knew that I wasn't going to get a checkpoint or clear it before I had dinner. I just wanted to see what I was in for. I just wanted to get get a bit stuck into it and, you know, hopefully unlock what I need to do at the start. That way when I've had dinner and I come into it, it's not completely blind. You know, I don't have to figure out the start bit. Goodness gracious. How good am I at the start bit though? Like 100% on the block grabs, you know? After sooking about it, oh, block grab. Not bad. This part's bad. What? Damn, GG on that. So you got through this level then. Wasn't too much of a drama. Fuck. I'm doing pretty badly at it though, aren't I? I'm okay at this bit. This bit kinda sucks though. Like, damn it. Damn it. Like the Invictus boss is one of those, you can watch people beat it like quickly, but that doesn't help you beat it quickly, you know what I mean? Like, you've got to learn like all of those little cycles and, you know, the disco parts especially problematic, etc. Like, you've only got to hit him once, but you've got to get to that point. Like, yeah, it's pretty rough. I've heard like people spending horrific numbers of hours on Kamek, you know. But I would have thought that, you know, it depends. It depends on who, you know, your experience and, you know, how quick you are at putting the pieces together and all that kind of stuff. It could be 60 hours, it could be 4, you know, it just depends on a number of factors. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. That's what worries me, is I'm doing a no save state first play, which is... It actually turns my stomach upside down thinking about it, because this is the sort of game that I would just instinctively save state, and I would justify it by saying, well, I'm not going to learn all of this shit. Like, you know, there's no first reads in this. It's like, figure out each little individual piece, and then, you know... Fuck, what was that? Was that good? That was good, wasn't it? Fuck, that was a huge W, I think. We got through the boo ring and hit the...
And not doing
So how much further is it than that? I'm just looking.
fuck.
Even, I got through the bit that Juz just fucked up. Yeah. Yeah. It's technically intermediate, but it's open for debate. I'm not sure if this came out when the difficulty levels changed. So everything used to be just Kaizo Light. If you could play it as a human, they were all just Kaizo Light. There was no beginner, intermediate, expert. So I can't remember when that change occurred on SMW Central. So it's in the intermediate slot, but anything that was Kaizo Light became Kaizo Intermediate without getting re-rated. So there's a bunch of beginner hacks that are rated as intermediate, and there's a bunch of expert hacks that are rated as intermediate because no one bothered to. But I don't know if that's the case. I don't. Either way, people say this is intermediate, but I've heard people say this is expert. Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, Beautiful Dangerous is expert, right? But it was supposed to be intermediate, so I don't know. That's probably at the lower end of expert. I think there's some overlap, it seems, and it also depends on your skills and experience. You know, what's expert to someone is intermediate to someone else. But the way I've described Invictus is it's actually not that hard. To me, the hardest part about Invictus is figuring out what to do and figuring out strats that are consistent, if that makes sense. Once you've figured out consistent strats, it's actually, I think, it's definitely intermediate. But to me, what pushes it into expert is some of these setups are quite fiddly and require a bit of nutting out, if that makes sense, and not everyone's good at that. So like, it's almost like we need more categories than just overall difficulty. Like, it needs to be split up into subcategories. I think if we use execution, which is basically doing the moves, it's intermediate. Yeah, there's nothing really terribly difficult to execute in this hack so far. There's some tight bits and whatever else, but I found that with a bit of practice, it was not too bad, you know. Like, at first you're like, oh, and then you're just like, oh yeah, that's not so bad, you know. So yeah, I would agree intermediate basically, but it just feels like there's some rough setups. Yeah, exactly. It's a fair hack. That's a good way to put it, but it's not. The first time you go through it, it's not easy. I think replay attempts would make me look like a Kaizo pro, basically. I can understand why people play this game more than once, because once you've learned all those optimized setups, or, you know, safe strats, or whatever you want to call them, you know, you can clear the levels pretty easily. I think speedrunning it would take it to another level, because you literally have to do all the crazy fast strats, and survive, so that's kind of like, that would be expert, I would say, speedrunning this. But just to get through the levels and not worry about your time, looks like there's a bunch of easy, in inverted quotes. Yeah, exactly. But most people, even people who are really skilled, had a difficult time getting through this hack the first time, is my understanding. Of course, if you save state it, it's going to be less frustrating, quicker, I think, because you can sort of... The problem with save state, so it's a bit of a double-edged sword sometimes. You can create a fucked save state, and that would be really easy to do in this hack. And if you never save state, you never have to worry about a fucked save state. You know, so there's pros and cons, I think. But anyone who save states hacks regularly knows to create multiple save states and then, you know, discard it if it's not good and go back one, you know. But that just takes up more time, doesn't it? So that was a good time to jump. Yeah. Fucking hell, I don't know the cycles of that boots chain. It's very frustrating. So I've heard the first half of this level is harder than the second half. So it's kind of the opposite of Lake Bodom in that regard. You don't really appreciate any of this from watching playthroughs. Fuck. Oh, that's not fair. I do like that I'm finally playing Invictus, you know, after putting it off and assuming it's too hard and all that kind of stuff. If I'm to be perfectly honest, I've had a better time playing other ROM hacks, you know, like it's not my favorite is how I would put it. Like it's definitely a good ROM hack, I'm not trying to put it down, just I've had more fun playing other ROM hacks. I've had less fun playing other ROM hacks too, it's, you know, I just see it for what it is, I think you meant to drop down there. You know, this is a legendary ROM hack. It's a piece of ROM hacking history, really. One of the greatest, for sure, but hey MLP fan. Like I like Dreams, I liked you know, I like weird hacks. But like Dreams is one of my favorites. And Wiki World. I don't know why I love that hack so much. I don't really like hard boss fights, so I know that when I get up to Kamek, it's going to be a mixed bag for me. Like, one, I'll be glad that I've beaten Kamek and I've beaten the game, but, you know, I'm probably going to complain bitterly. Maybe I'll like it, though. I don't know. Like, I don't want to have a preconceived notion of whether I'm going to like something or not before I played it. Oops. So where was I? Yeah, anyway, I wanted to see what one did that. Okay.
Else has these.
That's nuts, man. It doesn't end. Are you kidding me? And then into the pipe.
Oh, don't touch request in here.
Okay, at least I know what the troll is. Yeah, I don't want this level to take any longer than it needs to, so... You're supposed to just drop down there, I think. I don't know why I'm using that strat. It doesn't work. Let me turn the fan on, it's bloody... Hey Google. That's better. I'm gonna search for Anthony Kiedis. Forgot about that. Oh yeah. The lead vocalist of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's a first. Anyway, would have made that cycle. That bit bugs me, to be honest. It still does. It's gonna take me a while to... That's so clever. Having that eerie there going up, bobbing up and down like that, and having that slot that you need to throw the throw block into. So anyone who plays this game knows that throwing a throw block isn't threat free. You know, you've got to get the right and Y input. And you got to dodge that. But you can just wait. Or do that. Cool. I don't know about that. But the timed bit is really only that one turn block. Like after that, we're sweet, right? We can go back to baby strats or whatever. In that regard, I'm gonna take back my anger of this level. Like it's, pretty good level. Yo! This looks fucked. How did he do that? Oh, I'd drop into there. That's like... We're pretty much done with this level now. It's easy and for babies. This is not a difficult level. Yeah, thanks for the PV. I'm quite happy about this now. Limped it. Maybe the second half is harder, I don't know. Damn it, that's getting cheeky. Do you see all those one cycles? Damn it, that's fucked it. Yeah. Oh, come on! What do I get for saying it's easy? Come on. Oh. Whoa. It is what it is. I had to practice block grabs in other hacks. We've got strats for all of this now. Yeah, that was greedy. It's very clever the way this is designed, I must admit. Juz is a very good Kaizo player and amazing level creator, like very creative. I'm not hating this as much as I thought I would. Because yeah, like I said, I'm really bad at boo rings. I really don't like them. Especially overlapping, interlinking ones like that where you've got to be fast, you know? I mean, it's cool though. I'm not hating this. I'm actually kind of digging this level, to be honest. Started off being a proper hater. But now I'm like, this is the level I needed. It may not be the level I wanted, but it's the one I needed. To up my game, up my boo ring game. Jesus. Oh, that is fucked. That was seriously good though. Like, not taking me long to skill up on this, so I'm happy. I'm happy. All that previous Kaizo is like coming into play as well, like if this was my first romhack, this would be making me cry, like big time. I wouldn't even be here, that's the thing. I wouldn't have even got up to this point, so it's kind of a academic point, really. In order to play this level, you need to play all the previous levels. And if you can beat those levels, then you can beat this one. It's like... I think level 1 is the famous filter, but it's the easiest level so far, I think. But I remember when I first played level 1, I was like, what? Way, you know, you can't do... No, this is bullshit, you know. But I beat that in half an hour. So if anything, level 1's not hard enough, really. It's not enough of a filter. But I think the subsequent levels set the tone quite well. This one's not too bad, I don't think. See, I'm pretty good at that now. Like, there's a flow to that. Like, I don't know. Like I'm terrible at timing, but I don't know. Something feels right about that. It's really well done. Isn't it funny how I've gone from being like really negative to the opposite? But I'm glad, because I don't want to heap shit on something for no reason, or just because I have a skill issue or whatever. But I also noticed that I'm doing reasonably well at it, so my opinion of it's improving, and I don't think that's a coincidence. Whenever I'm struggling, it's the world's worst level and it's bad and the creator sucks, and you know. But if it's not too bad and I'm not having a horrible time, then oh, this is actually pretty good, you know. So basically ignore everything I say, in my opinions, because they're not relevant. And it's pretty normal to hate something if you're fucking stuck in it and it's like bodying you. Question why someone would make such a thing, etc. Do that all the time. And I just gotta remember that this wasn't made for me. Creators make things because various reasons. They're all individual to the creator. But typically it's because they find it fun. I say typically, I don't know, maybe they have different reasons. I don't know. Created as revenge. Because others made me suffer, so I'm going to return the favor. I don't know. I don't think there's that revenge or negativity is a motivator for people to create things. Seems absurd. Tried to kick it. Put a jump then. Maybe I will get the checkpoint before dinner, we'll see. That'd be cool. Oh shit. Yeah, I keep rushing that because I want to get that one cycle on that stupid fucking cunt. And there's an ad coming as well. I'll make a coffee. That's unreal. Already been streaming for an hour. I haven't got the checkpoint, but we've gotten significant progress towards the checkpoint. I've been told that this level was hard, so... Whoa, I just spun off the boo ring. Sorry for the delay. On my camera's blurry. I think I can get close to it, it will refocus. Maybe if I got a haircut, it would refocus. Wait, camera, there we go. Just gotta get in cozy. We've got our decaf. Oh wait, BRB's still on. Is my input display? Yep. Oh, this is gross. Okay, so stop and then throw. Oof. Yo. Oh, I didn't. I did. I'm testing out like the fastest one cycles. Because I'm gonna speed run this. I'm gonna beat Arisen Dead. No, that's not why. Honestly, why? It's the most consistent way through a level is to do it as quickly as possible. Everyone knows that. Might seem scary, but if you just rush at it, like that. Look how successful that was. That's called the old fucking just go strategy. So the more you wait, the more the everything sort of cycles around and gets out of sync or whatever. So like there, that's perfect. You don't want to wait there, you don't want to... Have some coffee, fuck it. Anyway. Oh, whoops. So we've gotten to like 3/4 to the checkpoint a couple of times. Woohoo! I knew that was gonna happen. Oi, janky hack, mate. No, not really. Janky player. Oh! D's nuts. I understood that was a little bit short. Hell yeah. I don't know why I did that. I just was like, YOLO! Jenkins! Leroy Jenkins! That was the Leroy slow strat. So was that. Yeah, if there's any WoW players out there, I wasn't one, so. Oh. Oh. That threw me off. I didn't do that. That's completely unfair. If I had $1 for every time I said it's not hard, it's just annoying. I could quit my day job. Ooh. Felt that in my sphincter. What happens when you stop caring? Oh, I don't. Jesus. Fuck. I don't know what that was. That was crazy. That was actually crazy. My clear video for this is gonna be what? Can't believe bro did that. He speed ran this shit, and it's like, it's just because I'm over it. It's fast or die. Go fast or go home. Except for that bit. I think second cycle here is good, but then, yeah, not that obviously. That's a little bit unfair, I think. Bro. That wasn't really what I wanted to do. Whoa, you can do that? There's no timer, bro. What are you doing? Not a race. I'm not the biggest fan of that bit, but it is what it is, right? Like, I will be eventually. Kind of do want to save state that bit, to be honest, just to work out that cycle, but whatever. that up. Whatever. Why am I doing that exact same jump into that same fucking ghost? Maybe faster. Or I'll do a considered jump there, maybe. Gotta love that up input. Again. One sec. I always have to make that noise and then that go. I need a better spot for my phone. One sec. Apparently I had to organise dinner. Unfortunate. Oh, that was spicy. don't think that's fair. So in order to avoid that up input, you've got to... I've got to rotate my thumb on the D-pad essentially. That's kind of awkward. Why does that happen? What the fuck is going on? That is free, that bit. I think I'm spawning it too early or something. I do dislike that bit. Like, there's a few little bits in each level that, like, it's fine, you know, like, but it's just like every other bit is fine. Why do you have this bit, you know, like that bit there, basically. That there is the worst part of this level to me. It's kind of weird. For like the things that I think are the worst part of the level, people would be like, "What? You think that's the worst part?" And it's like, yeah, I do, because it's just so awkward. Like, I could have jumped then, but I didn't know. There you go. See how awkward that is when you don't get the one cycle? It's like... Why? And I keep jumping into that same... the way around that, and I don't... Okay, now I'm starting to enter despair territory. Because I haven't gotten back to my PB in ages. I'm just flailing about like a dick knob. Yep, it's dick knob time. Yep, complete, total. Well, I can't actually, I'm not allowed to do that. It said that I wasn't allowed to self-deprecate or get negative. I've got to be always having fun and being positive. That's the goal of this playing Invictus. Not to beat Invictus, to have fun and be positive. Always. Damn it! You gotta jump straight away there. That's what works. That worked. Interesting. Maybe I do time that. Just go, bro, doesn't seem to be working for that. Thanks, Grindstone. Appreciate it. This is a particularly tough section of a tough level, apparently. People didn't like this because of the, you know, all the weird timing of the boo rings and stuff. But it's not bad, as you can see. Do that. I'm really bad at not hitting that. This level and the next one. Yeah, so Lake Bodom was 5.5 hours for me. And the first part was fine. The second part was the one that kicked my ass. And I've heard that's true for a lot of people who play it, so... Wow. Can't believe I survived that. That's, yeah, well, yeah, that, the next section apparently isn't as bad as this one, but... I've gotten 3/4 of the way through this level already, so it's not... I don't feel like this is that bad, to be honest. It's... I mean, it's not great, obviously, for a first play either. Fuck, I could have spun then and... Damn it. Apparently I'm just not very good at timing things, and I've always known that, so that's why I suspected that this level was going to be a problem for me. But I found a ton of first cycles, so I'm like, you know what, let's just beat our heads against it, and hopefully, you know, I'll come up with a quick way through that isn't too much trouble to execute. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of respect for people who played this early, because I think there's a ton of better choices. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is an intermediate hack for expert, and it's not just expert, but experienced players. And you know, it was made for the people who started the journey. You know, it's for the for the Pangas, sorry, and the you know, the Ryukars and the Dodes and all those kinds of people. You know, and the laser belchers and the barbs, and the people who've been doing it for years and have insane skills. That's what I feel. I don't think this was made for the novice Kaizo, you know, just to begin their journey, you know. In fact, I think this is almost the opposite of that, my personal belief. Are there harder hacks? Yes. Is that what we're talking about? No. We're talking about, like, how accessible is it for people without SMW Kaizo skills or whatever. And I think the answer to that is not very. But I mean, that's why I have a huge amount of respect. I've seen so many comments out, oh, this is my first Kaizo hack. And in my mind, I'm like, you're crazy. Having said that though, I don't know how much experience is enough to prepare you to be able to play this, because plenty of people who have, like 50 Train's a good example. He played this late into his Kaizo journey and still found it tricky, you know, so. Just one of those hacks that the first time's going to take you a while, unless you're an absolutely brilliant, you know, super experienced Kaizo player who's played Stalks and Booey Booey and all that kind of stuff. I played 99 Kaizo hacks before this. Did it do me much good? I honestly, I mean, I suppose so. But sometimes it doesn't feel like it, you know? Like, oh, I could have done it then. Could have done it then. That's why I like the one cycle a bit, because it's so weird. I didn't even press right then. What happened? Like it just kept running. Like I tapped right and it just like that's a controller thing. Like I don't know whether it's my wireless controller that does that, but every now and then I'll just get like a huge run in and I'll be like, no, that's not what I did. Bit weird. But it doesn't happen often enough for me to give a shit. Why did I... Just getting impatient. I really want to get to my PB again. It's like, no, not allowed. You have to do all this shit, you know, it's... This is frustrating. And that's what I found this hack to be, for me. It's just and I decided not to use save states, so that's all on my own doing, really. Like I've been using save states as like crutches to like practice sections. I never use it to beat a section or a level, but I use it to understand a level before I grind it out, if that makes sense. And I'm not doing that for Invictus, which seems really stupid and crazy. It probably is. But the logic behind it is, well, you know what? I want to get good at the game, right? Oh. So I feel like not using save states is going to force me to develop the consistent strats to get through the levels, and ultimately that's going to improve my abilities more than relying on save states. That's also going to help me have self-control and hopefully focus and stuff too. And I'm also trying to control my anger issues and frustration and stuff, because I start to get really salty and swear, and you know, I self-deprecate. I say shit about the authors that I probably shouldn't, you know, etc. So I'm actively working to not do that, basically. I think that's improving not just my gameplay as well, but also the quality of the stream. Like not good for other people if I'm just mouthing off and losing my shit. I mean, it can be funny sometimes, but I don't want that to be normal, or you know, I'm trying to always be positive and have positive vibes. Yeah, 100, yeah. But the thing is, a lot of people sort of have a curve when they play ROM hacks. They go, oh, start with a beginner, you know, then play an intermediate, and then play fucking P86, or, you know what I mean? Like, some people have ridiculous curves in their hack journey, but they're not going to get through as many as I have, because I basically played every beginner hack, you know, every fun intermediate that's recommended. Like, I played all the fun, short, good hacks, basically. And now I'm starting to run out of them, which is why I'm playing Invictus now. But no, eventually the idea was to play more difficult stuff, I guess. Like, I wasn't in a hurry to do any of that, right? Like Super Dram World's still gonna be there. Not going anywhere. Same with Grand Poo World, you know. Just felt like I didn't need to bite off more than I could chew. I don't really like really difficult long hacks because I sort of want to complete them, and I take it personally. You know, I can't, and I don't want it to take months, you know. I kind of like getting through hacks and completing them relatively quickly and then moving on to the next one. What did I do wrong then? I didn't ace it fast enough. It was close to my PB. Yeah, I wanted hack 100 to be something special, and that was why I decided to not use save states as one, to try and move up to the next level, to stretch this out as long as possible, you know. Only one hack 100. Then we're on to 101. Etc. Fuck. Dead. I don't know why I did that. So... impatient. Well, it's ups and downs though, mentally. Like if I'm like, yeah, I'm doing it, this is easy, this is a great level, and now I'm like, too few and far between my PB. I'm getting that down slope. Why do I always do that? Like, that jump there, I've done like 500 times where I just jump into that same fucking ghost. Exactly the same one. Like, I feel like I need to save state that and then just get a better feel on it. Like, I've got this. This is not a problem. So this is probably why I don't need the save state as such. I can just do this. Right. Could have done it then. That's an interesting strat. hate this level. What the fuck was that? Thanks, Uriel. Yeah, I'm not really speedrunning. I'm just trying to get through these levels, eh? Don't know if you were here earlier, but the reason I'm going fast through these levels is to minimize the, you know what it's like when you're speedrunning. The more you wait, the more confusing everything gets, right? Like, if you don't wait, everything's the same and you understand it, right? But as soon as you start waiting, everything gets out of sync and then you lose your spot. And that's true. I'm not trying to do it as fast as possible. I'm trying to do it on the first cycle if I can. There's a difference. If it makes more sense to wait, then I will, but typically I get confused the more I wait. Like, I'm bad with timing, so like I literally have to go fast or I get confused. If I start doing it on the second or the third time, or, you know, changing it up each time, then I get confused. Yeah. Because what happens is then they're in a different spot each time, and then you're not really learning anything. You're just sort of reacting, you know what I mean? Like, whereas if you're doing the same thing every attempt, then when you fail, all you got to do is change one thing, not like 50 things or whatever. Having said that, though, I'm actually pretty good at reacting and first reads. Just, I think it's easier to try and eliminate as many. See, because that works, right? See, I didn't have to wait for that. If I have to wait there, it's horrible. And this one is go after the second one and then jump. Damn it. And that's same as that one, go fast there, right? Yeah, jump it. Whoa, shit. Well, now we're screwed, yeah. I don't like this section of this level. The one good thing though is that I've spoken to people that basically have issues with the same sections of the same levels that I do. Like, most of the levels are pretty cool, but some of them just turn out to be super grindy for me, like this one. And it is what it is. I think you just deal with it and, you know, try and become a better Kaizo player. Try not to get salty. Keep having attempts, and if something doesn't work, try and think about why it didn't work. Try and fix it the next time. That's all you can do, right? So a short jump there actually is what's working. If you jump too high, I always hit the... But sometimes that boot trail is sticking out the back. I'm really bad at swimming still, which is funny seeing as I just did a late boat on. that doesn't involve throwing a item swimming and throwing a block down a one tile gap and dodging an eerie and then jumping through a boo ring. Come on! Oh yeah, that's why I pasted it. I was like, oh man. Like, it's an experience to watch that, to be honest, like, because no one would post a clear video with slow-mo and multiple save state loads with, you know, watching a clear video in between. Like, it was an experience. Like, I could barely get through the first level, basically, and I was like, yeah, that's enough for me. But it was interesting. I mean, that's definitely a way to play it, right? Like, I've never used slow-mo. I don't have it. I can use save states. That's fair enough. Like, and that's pretty straightforward on Mister. You've got 4 save states, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You press Alt to save, and then Alt F1, F2, F3, F4 will save, and just F1, F2, F3, F4 will restore. Yeah. I've used emulators before, but I've never used slow-mo on it. I think SNES Next 9X does it, but I've been using RetroArch. I stopped using... I don't really use emulator anymore, to be perfectly honest, but I do sometimes, like when I'm at the other house and I'm practicing something or whatever. I'm sure I'll end up using emulator back if I start developing a romhack. Probably end up using, you know, ARES or Nissan or whatever it is that people use. Sometimes SNES 9X. RetroArch isn't really suitable for development, I wouldn't have thought. Sometimes you want like an emulator that'll show you like RAM traces and debug, you know, palettes and sprite, you know, like debug mode. Can be handy when you're making a ROM hack. I think Mister's spoiled me, to be honest, because like you can't beat like a CRT and basically native performance. There's no questions of latency or, you know, is this laggy or whatever. Like, if it's laggy, it's because the Super Nintendo's laggy, you know? Or the Super NT would do it too. Like, I could totally get why people use Super NT. But they're just expensive and you can't get them anymore, so... I think the Mister's actually fantastic to me. Like, it's extremely good value. It will do more than just Super Nintendo. It does Nintendo 64, Game Boy, NES, Sega Master System, all of that stuff. Atari, Jaguar, Lynx, you know, all this. And it supports the original controllers and stuff. Like, it's pretty cool from that perspective. How do you do? Like, I've done it once. Yeah, if I could have got an NT when they came out, probably would have in hindsight. But I think I'd still be using my Mister for streaming, to be honest, because it's just, it's sick. Like, I've got an RGB analog output and a HDMI output that works simultaneously. So the analog output goes into my CRT and the HDMI output goes into my capture card. It's just a no-brainer setup. And it's automatically doing all the scaling and cropping and everything like that. Like, it just comes out and I just set it to 720p, done. Like, I've got a Super Nintendo and I've got, like, you know, all the crap that you need to stream that, but it's just a lot of stuff. You know, SCART cables and splitters and bloody all this crap that you don't need, and the retro spy for the input controls, and you know, there's just a whole bunch of stuff that makes that annoying. But whatever, at the end of the day, whatever works. Yeah, because my original Super NES is one of the multi-chips, so it doesn't have the really sharp pixels or whatever. It's kind of blurry and has that smear problem or whatever, and it's kind of like, yeah, I could get one of those one chip, you know, or edge enhancers or whatever it is that's just coming out, and I could do all of that, or I could just keep using my Mister. It's perfect, as you can see. Yeah, exactly. That's what's good about. That's why people use the Super NT. But I've got an original Super Nintendo, and that's annoying. But I mean, if you want the original, real deal, the authentic experience, then you know, it's an option. But they're not that expensive. You can buy the Super Famicom reconditioned with new capacitors or whatever from Japan for, I don't know, it's about $100 Australian dollars or something, much cheaper than a Super NT anyway. But by the time you get, you know, analog to digital converters and all that kind of stuff, and splitters, and yeah, it's messed up. I'm also using a CRT though, so can't really do that with Super NT. Not that you would need to, but yeah. Why did I do that? Yeah, I'm using a Commodore 1084S monitor. I'm actually, you know, got a 60 Hz CRT in front of me. 4:3 aspect ratio or whatever. Running in RGB. Yeah, I think there's merits to it, but for my setup here, the CRT is perfect. It's only 14 inch. And it's not wide, like it's, and I play a lot of Mario, so the CRT is glorious. Like you know, people spend all this money on OLEDs and CRT filters and stuff, like. Right, and it's like, yeah, you could do that, or you could just use a CRT, like a really good one. But they're really hard to find, they're expensive, they're high maintenance, and you can't get parts anymore. So it is yeah, I wouldn't recommend the CRT option. It's just, I have one, I have two of them actually. I paid a bit of money for them, but when they break, that's it. You know, I'm not gonna easily be able to fix them. You can't get the parts for them anymore. Okay, so that's what you do. The fuck, mate? Immediately dead. Immediately dead. That was a PB, yeah. Well, I'm pretty happy with that. From memory, you've just got to go through that shit field, and then there's a fishing boo, and then there's a pipe or something like that, and then you're done with that section. GoBro setup. Yeah. I don't know when I'm gonna go for dinner, to be honest, whether I should keep going and try and get that checkpoint. Just figuring out about dinner. Yeah, I don't have a room for a wide monitor there, so the 14-inch monitor is perfect for what I'm doing. And I only ever played Mario, so I guess I can, you know, that's an Amiga monitor, so I can use it for Commodore 64, Amiga, Nintendo, whatever. Let me check something. I just kind of want to see. Wait. Nah, it's not just go, bro. It's like that when they close. Yeah. Damn, that's right near the end. That's right near the fucking end. Funny, I said no save states, but I didn't say I wouldn't watch Juz play the same level. But what I like about watching Juz is that he made the level. So what he does is what's intended typically, like he uses the lazy just works, like he's not trying to, he's using the safe strats basically. Like if you watch a speed run from Arisen Dead or, you know, Stew Cat or whatever, whoever's. Yeah, well, it's just basically because, you know, it's quite a long section and I could figure out all of this stuff or I could get some help, you know. I think that's my problem with Invictus, if I have to have one, is that I mean, if it was just always just go, bro, then cool. I would have less of a problem, but it's not. It's like, just go, bro, except when you don't, bro, and you just gotta know, bro. Like, that's what this hack is. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of just because, or you know, you get there and you're like, oh, okay, that doesn't work, or you try a same strategy for ages, and then like you try something different, and then that suddenly works. Yeah, whereas I'm not. Like, that's my worst kind of Kaizo, so, you know, I've been tiptoeing around trying to say that this isn't, you know, like, I understand why people like this hack, you know, it's very creative and all that kind of stuff, but I've been trying to find a way to say that this isn't my favorite ROM hack, you know, by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, I'm happy that I'm finally playing it because I put it off for so long, but the other way to put it is just like Stalks isn't everyone's favorite ROM hack, right? You talk to people about Stalks, it's quite polarizing, you know, you get love, hate, you know what I mean? There's very little in between. Like, you either like Stalks or you don't, you know? There's very little people who are like, meh, it's alright, I suppose, you know what I mean? They're either like, oh, it's awesome, you know, fucking one of the greatest ROM hacks of all time, or yeah, it's not for me, you know. That seems to be the two answers that you get. I'm not saying there isn't anyone that's indifferent about it, it's just more that, you know, if you look at the statistics, you know, it's quite a polarizing ROM hack, or controversial, you could say, just because of all the reasons, you know, like it's really hard, you know, there's a lot of stuff in it that's difficult. But yeah, I also think that if you like Stalks, you're gonna like Invictus, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of similarities. You know, there's chocolate stuff, there's all the same kinds of, you just gotta know, bros, and a flavor of Kaizo that is either popular or it isn't. It's just for whatever reason people are less likely to say that they don't like Invictus. It's like it's a crime to say that or something, you know. Or it's just not, you know, because Juz is such a, you know, he's an awesome Kaizo player, great dude. This is a signature, like, historic romhack, you know, like, unpopular to say bad things about it. So the worst thing I'm going to say is that I'm not always having fun when I'm playing this, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one to experience that, so just that people don't, you know, if you've got nothing nice to say, it's better not to say it at all, right? That's... Yeah, exactly, yeah. It got people into Kaizo, like there's so many positive things to say about it, like... I just think a lot of those things have already been said, if that makes sense. So the only reason I'm choosing to, you know, look in the dark corners is because, I don't know, not popular to do that. So that's how you do that bit. It's pretty easy, actually. So that's... Yeah, well that's the other thing, right? Like how difficult Invictus is, you know, it's that classic conversation that no one can ever agree on. If you can't play Kaizo, if you don't have much experience, then it's fucking hard, right? Like, I think we can all agree on that, right? But the problem is defining how hard it actually is. I think that's where the issue is. Like, if you're one of these wizard Kaizo players, then it's intermediate, right? But if you're used to playing other intermediate hacks, it feels weird to call this intermediate, if that makes sense. It feels like on another level of intermediate. Yeah, well, you know, funny you should say that, because I found it hard the first time I played it, but it was like one of my first 5 hacks or whatever, and if I went back to it now, I'd probably pull over it. But having said that, the Star Road, that Yoshi level and stuff, there's a couple of levels in the Star Road that are pretty decent. And it's quite long, there's a lot of exits, and I remember having problems with the shell level too, but I went back to it and I was like, pfft. I've played like a million shell hacks since then, so... But yeah, at the time I was like, what is this? And it's... And for a beginner, like, I think the shell section's pretty tricky, because there's quite a few tricks in a row that... And no checkpoint, you know. I thought it was a bit rough for beginner, but... Yeah, it's easy now. So that's a good example of, like, skill level being so subjective, right? Yeah, but then there's only a couple of levels that have that are really long that I've experienced so far. So there was that. I'm shit with remembering the names. There's the swamp level that doesn't have a checkpoint. Like, that's pretty long, but it wasn't super difficult. It was pretty fair once you understood what was going on. Like, it was hard to figure out some of those setups towards the end. Built to Fall, yeah. Like, that took me a while. 1 by 1 took me a while. Yeah, all of these levels took me a while. Varying levels. Like claustrophobia, I think, was probably the easiest level in the hack. Despite not being super easy, it was just like there's checkpoints at every screen. So like, you know, it's kind of free from... Like if claustrophobia didn't have a checkpoint... Alrighty, didn't really go anywhere for the ad break, but that was okay. I stopped playing for a second at least. That's the swag strat. Aw, I just wasted it. They're that. Bounce it off the crate. Completely unnecessary, but amusing. I'm chuffed that you say so, Diane, but it's funny. I know actual really good players that I say that to, and they're like, "Nah, I'm not." You know? And I'm not even close to that yet. So like, the scale of being good at Kaizo is ridiculous, and that's not until you start that journey that you realize, holy crap, where the top of the ladder is, so to speak. hard to think that you're good when you're on the ladder and you're looking up, right? Like, never looking back. But having said that, sometimes it's good to look back, or to play things that you thought were hard many ages ago, replay them. I think that's a good thing to do, because you can be like, oh, okay, I have gotten better. I really used to struggle with that, you know? The problem with not doing that is you just keep moving on to harder and harder things, so you're always struggling. So because you're always struggling, you feel like you're never getting any better. You're just struggling at harder stuff, if that makes sense. Yeah. But that's why I think it's good to play beginner stuff, right? Like, I used to think Quickie World was extremely hard. I used to think Sorting was hard, you know, like, it was one of the hardest things I'd done at the time. And when I conquered Sorting for the first time after fucking how many hours I put into it, I can't remember, it was a lot. I was like, wow, I did that, you know, and now it's just sort of like, all Sorting. It's a meme, right? The interesting thing is people still think it's hard, you know, for a beginner hack, and I'm like, it's really not. Like, if you can't bounce on a saw for a couple of screens, you're gonna be screwed, aren't you? Like that's not a difficult. Yeah. Well, the thing is, Brian, no one starts out good at Kaizo. No one. And, you know, for reference, I've been playing for a year, but I've been playing for like hours every day for a year. So I don't know, I couldn't tell you how many hours I've put into this, but it's probably thousands of hours to be considered mid-intermediate, I would say, if I was trying to give myself an honest assessment of my capabilities, you know. And mid-intermediate is, you know, I'd say high intermediate at a stretch, but very inconsistently. So, but the interesting part about that is to go from beginner to intermediate is pretty quick, but to go from intermediate to expert is 10 times the amount of effort, basically. It's like it's diminishing returns. And I think being an intermediate player is a frustrating place to be, because you know you're not beginner, you can play this beginner stuff, you might still get a little bit bodied by it occasionally, but still can't play all that expert shit, and it's frustrating, because there's some stuff, like even after years and years and years of playing, like you look at someone like DRK and there's hacks that he won't touch, like P86, and you know there's just ridiculous hacks out. Juzcook 3, you know, there's hacks out there that just, even for expert players, they're like, no, I'm not touching that. And that's pretty crazy when you think about it. Like the ceiling of the difficulty is astronomical, and the effort to get there is extreme. Like it's kind of off-putting when you think of it that way, but at the same time, I have fun playing Kaizo, and you know, I was able to rationalize it by saying, well, intermediate Kaizo is fun too, and there's a lot more of that than there is beginner, so let's just try and get to an intermediate level and fuck expert, you know. It's just, that's too much. Like, perhaps that's just how it starts. Yeah, but the thing is, like, he won't do the really, I don't know why, like, there's reasons though. He's very considered about what he'll play and won't play, and it'll either be because it hurts his hands, it contains tech that he knows that he doesn't want to be bothered with, etc. Right? Those shell hacks are a good example. He can play them, but it'll hurt his hands, and he hasn't spent the, you know, he hasn't gone down the dark path of, you know, every expert shell hack, you know. So that's why he's averse to it, and that's why whenever people joke that he's a shell player, he gets annoyed, because it's like, well, I'm not. I can play shells, but I don't like it and I don't want to, you know. But sometimes a shell hack's the only thing that's out, and it'll be intermediate or something like that, or it might be expert, but there'll be a reason to play it, you know, like Baron, for example. I find it surprising that he played Baron. But obviously someone twisted his arm into it, or, you know, it's apparently it's just a good hack, and it's not too ridiculous, apparently. I don't know. He just felt that was something he could do, and he did it. But there's stuff he won't touch, yeah. And I can complete, like Alabama Beach Mouse. He doesn't want to do that. It's like, nah, no thanks. Like, alright, well. Baron is fucking ridiculous, yeah. Well, that's what I mean. So, DRK has stomped it. Like, he played that hack, and you know, how could you say you're not a fucking shell guy and beat Baron? Like, he's a good shell player, but I can just understand why he doesn't want to call himself a shell player, because you know, there's people who just play shell hacks and they eat them for breakfast, and he's more the platformy kind of guy. And I get that. Totally get that. Even though he's played more shell hacks than I have. I decided to play shell hacks because I found it interesting, you know. And I just wanted to see if I could do it. And, you know, turns out there's easier ones out there. They're still hard, but there's easier ones at the bottom. I thought I'd pick off the easy ones, and they're a lot of fun, you know. I'm glad I did that. Fuck, that is so confusing. I'm tempted to boot up Baron or Shell, but I've got to finish Invictus, so... Yeah, I could. I think... And I did, you know, I played Learning to Fly, and I've beaten like 58 exits or something in that hack. Like, I've beaten all of the fucking trials. Like I've smashed that hack. I stomped it. I'm not terrible at cape. It's just I got up to the reverse pump section, and it pissed me off, and I just quit playing it at that point. Like, I was like, you know, and I've spoken to DRK about it, and he's like, yeah, that's gonna take a few hours, you know, to get that. And I'm like, I've just got to sit down and invest a couple of hours in that reverse pump level, and then the good thing about that though is you'll get that ability to, like, you know, do the floaty pumps and, you know, that kind of shit. Exactly. Baron is sick. G'day, Pixel. So Baron's next then? After Invictus? Like, if you can beat Invictus, you can beat Baron, apparently. Yeah, well, that's right. But to be perfectly honest, the reason why I did Learning to Fly was so I could do the cape level in Entropy. Because I started playing Entropy, I got up to the cape level and I was completely fucked. I just couldn't do it. And I was like, oh man, it sucks. I want to finish this hack, I'm enjoying it, you know. I can understand why people think that the arcade putting a cape level in Entropy was like doing a giant poo in the middle of his hack or whatever. Because a lot of people just suck at cape, you know, and like they've gotten up to that bit and they can't do it and it pisses them off. So, you know, I guess the flip side of that coin is if you're an intermediate Kaizo player, you should be less shit at cape. You know, like it's not hard. It's not like super tough cape. It's just not totally noob cape. It was, you know, sort of, I don't know, I'd call it just slightly above noob cape in the Entropy level. once I got to level 57 or whatever it was in learning to fly, I found the cape level and entropy to be easy. Like it went from being impossible to being easy. And I was like, cool. I'm glad I did that, you know. And now, ever since then, I've come across cape sections in, you know, beginner and intermediate hacks, and I'm just going, oh yeah, cool, and I've cleared them, you know, instead of wrapping my pants or quitting the hack, you know. Well, I mean, on the cape scale, the entropy level is easy, I understand that. I'm not saying I'm a cape god by any stretch of the imagination. I learnt enough cape to get by when I come across easier cape levels in non-cape exclusive hacks. I'm not going to say I'm a Pogyo, Volpes Senpai, Albatross player or anything like that. Like, I know how hard cape can get, which is why it doesn't interest me that much, to be perfectly. Like, I don't want to play that sort of cape. And I understand, like, a little bit of spin or sticky fly or whatever is in a hack isn't really cape, is it? It's just, I don't know. Just play learning to fly, Baba Yaga. Just don't have to clear the whole hack. Just play the baby stuff, and then you'll be okay at it, in inverted quotes. What happens if you've got cape and you're underwater? I guess Baba Yaga would know that. Like, what about swimming cape? Is that bad? Damn it, I fucked up. I'm losing this level very quickly. I seem to like get a PB and then just lose interest. Oh, Baba Yaga, you missed Lake Bodom. It's in my VOD history though. Don't worry, it took me 5.5 hours. Ogim Cape. Don't know if I'm familiar with it. Jesus. I've been in this level so long now that I keep doing shit like that. Maybe get closer and don't try and do such a big arc. MB platforming. Microwave, brother. Water world's hard. This is hard, I suppose, yeah. Well, I mean, check out the list. My list is kind of already exploding with things to play, and I'm going to be playing this for the rest of my life, so I don't expect to get out of Invictus anytime soon. Probably do, yeah. That way I can just pick something disgusting and play that for another 50 years or whatever. Like, my first 100 hacks was done in under a year. The next 100 will take 10 years. Half a century. People are like, wow, you've done 100 ROM hacks. I mean, Oops All Fortresses is a ROM hack. So is like Joe Bros 1 and, you know, Pizza Brothers or whatever the hell it is, you know, Pizza Party and the Cindy World and stuff like that, right? 101st, I don't know, to be honest. I think I want to step back a bit after this. I don't want to like step it up immediately after Invictus. But Rift World's coming up. Maybe Dram. Maybe Kaizo 1. Maybe Grand Poo World. Alright. Yeah, it's old school stuff. I think it's probably good to play that before you get into all this fancy schmancy, you know, modern shit. Quality of life, who wants that? Oi, Jesus. Oh, come on, I hate that bit for... Nah, Dram's up there with one of the goats, apparently. Like, Dram's always on people's lists for some reason. Like, it's got some horrible shit in it, but... like, Dram's butthole or whatever, infamously, but... and the dolphin level, etc., which you can apparently cheese, but... yeah, I'm keen. I'll give it a crack. I just look at Lizard Machine's path, you know. He's taught me a bit about, you know, and told me a bit what hacks to play and talked about shit before, and you know, he's played all of that stuff, and he's a fucking amazing player. So yeah, I hear it's problematic, but you know. Rest of the hack's good. Can't write off a hack just because of its special world. optional after all. I'm starting to fade with this, but dinner's coming up, thankfully. So I didn't get the checkpoint before dinner. My PB, I got it ages ago, and now I'm just sliding downhill rapidly, so... Hopefully I'll have renewed enthusiasm after dinner. Massive regression patch. There we go, that's what you do. I know what to do, I'm just bored. Like, once I get past that 1 hour mark in the same section, my brain just goes, no, switching off now. So that's why I need to save states, typically, because I just lose all motivation and enthusiasm for the level. And then I'll get a PB, and then I'll, you know, it'll come back again briefly. I'm just trash at that. I can sort of do this bit when I'm not sick of it. Thanks, Juz. Appreciate it. I'm so over this level. It's weird, like people are like, oh, I love this level, or this was fun. It's like, really? Okay, you play that level then. I'm gonna get through it. I'm gonna try and complain less, but thus far it is not my favorite level. As it is a weakness of mine, I would say. This kind of stuff is one of my weaknesses. Okay, so we've gotten to here finally. So the reason why I failed then was because I was looking at the gap between the last time I got there, I swam to the right to try and hang between the two boo rings, and I was slightly to one side, so I died to the right side. Yeah. Apparently I can't focus on two areas of the screen at the same time, especially when I'm tired or... For fuck's sake. Just look at how that was designed, you know, there's a tiny little gap there that you can bonk on, and it's like, yeah, great. Classic Juz. Thanks, mate. Over it. Get out of my way. I fucking hate all of those boo rings. I hate the boo rings. I'm never gonna like it. I thought I would get better at it, but I'm not. I just can't wait to have dinner now. My PBs are few and far between. My patience is down the toilet. Just got to increase my enjoyment factor, apparently. I've got to be having fun. I'm not having fun, so I need to have fun. And this level isn't fun. Giant pile of poo. I think my problem is, and I thank you for being nice. My problem is how long it's taking me to become more consistent at this. Like, this is one of my Achilles heels or strongest weaknesses, which is why I got angry as soon as I got into the level. I was like, oh great, here we go. And then I was actually surprised and I got a PB very quickly and I was like, oh, okay, this isn't bad. But now I've like slipped or something, you know, I don't know. But I think I'll improve after dinner. So you've got to go through that double boo ring, you've got to jump into that slit, jump through the slit, and then, yeah, there's so much things that have got to go right in this level. And it's like, for me, just getting one of those is like a hallelujah moment, you know? Because of how bad I am. Oh. Because of how not good my timing is, typically. 7:30 p.m. Oh shit, well it's actually ready. So, in that case, we'll have one more attempt. Then I'll bail from here. So, well, let's make it one proper attempt. That's not a proper attempt, so let's try and get to at least the next bit. Alright, here we go. This is... No, that's not the next bit. It's like this is just trying to tell me to go have dinner. I just missed the cycle, and watch this, the block will disappear or I'll die. So, oh yeah, I died, there you go. Okay, this is a good cycle. Dead. Alright, I think that's telling me to go have dinner. This wasn't a complete waste of time. I did put 2 hours and 45 minutes into this level and not get the checkpoint, but I've got up to the insane bit before that. I've got 3/4 of the way through the level and I've got strats, and you know, this will help me after dinner. So anyway, thanks for hanging out, everyone. I'll be back in about an hour or so. In the meantime, oh look, we can go raid Lizard Machine, speak of the devil. He's playing Super WoW, which is really cool. I'm sure you guys will have probably seen that by now. I played it, but I want to check that out. Let's go say hi to Lizard, and I'll be back after dinner. Thanks for hanging out and the follows and the raids and everything like that. And yeah, hopefully I'll have a fresh mind and a fresh approach to this level after dinner, and catch us then. Let's go say hi to Lizard Machine. Bye for now.